Hello everyone. Yes, it's been a while, and if you are following me on YouTube, you will understand why. But if not, then my phone got stolen. So this is what we're gonna talk about. I will give you a story time, how I lost my phone, how I lost everything. I had like a bunch of footage to do for YouTube. Like I had the style video, right? I had like 2 other videos I filmed and I lost all of it. I mean, 2 of those videos I can like reshoot it, but like the style video is lost to time, so it's kind of sad. But yeah, basically I'm gonna tell you where was I when it happened, how it happened, like etc. It was like a bad experience, so basically turning this into a video can be something good coming out of this situation, because damn. Okay, so I went to Poland with my friend. We went to Bring Me Horizon concert. I was very excited. We were going with the bus. If there are sounds, like if you can hear sounds, it's because the window is open and I'm not closing it because it's a very hot summer for us in Europe. Anyway, back to the story. We are going with a bus, which is like a 16-hour ride. We're going to Krakow, which is also a big city but really far away from Warsaw. 16 hours, and to some people it might be like, what the hell, that's like a lot. To me personally, it was not a lot because I've driven with a bus before to different countries, so it doesn't bother me. On the other hand, my friend did not like it that much, which is understandable, but I'm used to it. And like for me, time passes really fast. I've been like I like look out of the window, right, and look at the clock, and it's like, oh, 5 hours passed, damn, I didn't even notice. Anyway, going on this trip, everything is fine because we have Airbnb, I paid for it, the tickets are there. But the first thing, which was also pretty bad, before going to Poland, I had only 50 euros in my bank account. A lot of you don't know, but I'm a uni student. I used to be a uni student. I finished university, but because of that I don't work, so I would rely on my father's money. I think we left on like the 7th or something, I don't remember correctly. And I noticed my father didn't send me any money, and I was like, hey, like, you promised to send me money. I'm kind of going to Poland. I don't have any money, you know. We're staying only for 3 days, but like still you have to like feed yourself and just a bunch of other stuff. So 50 euros is like not a lot. So I was like, hey dad, I'm kind of going to a different country. You know what he tells me? He's like, welcome to real life, welcome to adult life, you know, sucks to be you. Some of you might be like, oh, you're like, you know, you're kind of like spoiled and you're asking your father, but like my father like promised me to give me on June money, right? And I was like relying on it because I was like, oh, okay, I will have money so I can like spend a bit more on this and that or whatever, right? And then he just doesn't send me, and I think it's up, right? And I text my mom and I'm like, what the hell? And she's like, oh, no problem, here, take 50 euros. So I had like 100 euro, which is it's enough. So that's the first thing, which bummed me down, but whatever. We're going to Poland, and we left at like nighttime, and we would enter Poland at like, I don't know, at like 1 p.m. or something, 12 or something. Didn't sleep well. I sleep really badly on buses, so that was like horrible. That was only the bad experience. Like if you have a chance to like go on a bus the whole day, for example, you leave really early and then you come in the country like at night, that's the best option for me personally. But yeah, I could not sleep or anything, so we entered the Krakow, right? And we go to our Airbnb and we decide that we're gonna nap before we go out, right? And the concert is the next day. So we go to sleep. We slept like 3 hours until like 6, I don't remember, like 8 p.m. or something. It was like very late. And the area where we stayed was like really like, how to say this, kind of like made for not like teenagers but young adults, because there were like a lot of cool bars and it felt very alternative, and there were a lot of food court places. I think that area in general was like touristy place, so you know, we were like, oh, we're gonna explore it, we're gonna go drink and everything, right? And we wake up, we do our makeup, we go out, we go to the first bar, and it's like, it's cozy. You know, we're kind of like, you know, not really talkative that much, but you know, it's like whatever. We go to the bar next to it and we drink, and you know, and it's like my second drink. Maybe I think I also took a shot in that place. I was like kind of feeling it, but like not a lot, right? And then we went to like another bar, which was supposed to be kind of like ethnic type of bar, but there was nothing of it. So I think we took a shot or something, or and then I was starting to feel it. We go to like another bar, which was called Propaganda, and it's like very like this alternative bar, and I think that's where we met the Estonian dude, or maybe later. Like my memories jumbled up because when we were at Propaganda, I was hammered, and I drank more, and I was like getting more and more hammered, and we went out to smoke, right? We're talking and it's fun, and he's like, yo, I'm also going to bring me Horizon. And we're like, oh my god, we can like all go together and it's gonna be fun. And it was super cool to like actually make a friend, because like I felt really anxious, and I love making new people, but like I'm naturally very anxious, and you know, I wanted to make friends even on this trip, so I wanted to do that. So we made this friend, and we had a lot in common with all of us, and like, you know, so it was really awesome. And we go inside. We soon want to call it a night, and I put my hand like in my pocket, and I'm like, oh, there's not my phone. Okay, I'm checking my bag, and there's also not my phone, and I'm like, so I went to check in places where I thought I would have left it, but there was nowhere to be found. And I remember very correctly the last time I used it was in that bar, and I think it was outside. So either I left it on the table accidentally and someone took it, or I put it in my pocket and they took it out. And to be honest, I don't know which one happened, because very often I just don't place my phone in places, right, for people to take. I'm always like dead grip on my phone, so I might have been pickpocketed, and I'm like freaking out, and I'm also drunk, right? And I'm pretty sure my friend is also pretty hammered, and they call police. And they're like, my friend's phone got stolen, and then they're like, oh, go to a like local police station. So we go to a local police station. I'm like holding their hand, because I'm like, I'm very hammered and I'm freaking out. We go to the local police. There's a woman, and she's like, she cannot help it. They need a translator. Like, she speaks English, but she's like, we need a translator, and come tomorrow because all of you are a little drunk. And we're going, and I'm like, when we reach the Airbnb, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm very bummed down. I'm like low-key a bit crying, and not because like, yes, like my phone is stolen and I lost everything, but I was really worried about my money and other stuff. And also, everything was on the phone. Like the tickets, the bus tickets, like the concert tickets was on my phone. And I didn't resend it to my friend. I didn't know there would be such issue, but maybe for, you know, obviously for next time I will also send it to my other friend, you know, for safekeeping. That's issue on me. But I'm like crying, and they're calling my boyfriend. And luckily he resent all the tickets, so everything was good, because like I was also scared that like we won't be able to get home, we won't be able to get to concert, and that's why we're here. So we get the tickets, and the only thing we can do is go to sleep, because honestly, what is there else to do? And I'm kind of glad I was really drunk, because I got knocked out, like me, you know, me. If I wasn't drunk, I would like spiral, like everything would spiral in my brain, and I would not be able to fall asleep, and I would have really bad thoughts and everything. And it's just like when I'm anxious, there's a million thoughts in my brain. So I was kind of thankful that I passed out. I woke up, I had like a minimal hangover, I guess. We decided to go to police. Not decided, but we went to police. We had to go really far. No, okay, so we went to the same police. They said we have to go to this other place, and we need a translator, and we need to go at 2 p.m. but at the same time we have a concert, but obviously that's at evening. And that day we wanted to explore and then go to, you know, concert, but because my phone got stolen, all of the day was taken by police. So we got to the police at 2 p.m. and they take me to this like room, and I'm alone, like my friend is left there, they don't let them in, right? So I go, and there's a translator and there's a woman, and they're asking me all the details. And at first, right, I could really tell that they were like, oh, she probably like left it somewhere, like it's not that deep, it's not that deep. But the more I told the story, the more they were like, oh, okay, this sounds like a pickpocketing problem and everything, right? So I give all the information as I could, and it took 2 hours, by the way. It took 2 hours, maybe less, maybe half of 2 hours, but it took a lot of time. And obviously I don't have my phone, so I don't know how much time it is. I don't know like anything. And they obviously let me out, and I get like the papers so I can go give it to my insurance company because I had insurance, and they can give me a new phone basically, right? And I meet my friend, and they're like, yeah, you were like 2 hours and it's like 4 p.m. and we have to go there at like 6 p.m. or something, right? So, you know, we quickly go back, we start to do makeup, we meet up with our Estonian friend, it's real fun and game. We go to the concert, and no, I'm not thinking about it, I'm enjoying the concert. And to be honest, it was like the best concert experience of my lifetime. It was amazing, it was massive. Oh my god, it was amazing. I was crying multiple times. I will put few like videos from the concert that my friend filmed. It was just an amazing experience. Another issue was because I lost my phone, I couldn't check my bank details, how much money I had, so I had to rely on my friend's money. But they bought me a merch, which is shout out to my friend. I will show my merch because it's sick as hell.
One eternity later.
Okay, it took some time to find because I have a lot of clothes, but Here it is. It's so sick. I love it. And when I first saw it, I was like, I want it so bad. Like, I was like, honestly, all the merch was amazing. Like, if I had so much money, I would like buy so much more. There was like a shirt I really liked, but like, this was like, this caught my eye immediately, and I was like, I want it so bad. It cost 70 euro though, which is like kind of a lot, I think. Not really for a long sleeve, so whatever. My friend bought, so shout out to them. Straight up. We went back home and we didn't go out because we had to wake up super early to leave. And to be honest, I had trauma from the experience, so I didn't want to go drinking. But yeah, then next day came, and obviously we got ready and we went to bus, and you know, the whole time I had to use like their phone. I felt really bad because like, I don't know, I felt so disconnected from everyone, and I didn't have my computer with me, so I didn't know what to do. And I was like, time to time like, hey, can I use your phone and everything, right? So when I got home, I go straight to the company that gave me phone. Basically, I took a phone for like where you pay it off. You don't like, I didn't pay right away, but I pay through every month. As I said, I have insurance. I don't know, and I knew it would not be that easy to get a phone, but I didn't know it would be that hard. So I go to the place. I'm like, hey, my phone got stolen. They gave me paper and they're like, call to this company, the insurance company, and you have to do this and that. I call the company and they're like, log through Smart ID or something. If you don't know what Smart ID is, it's like through your phone where you put like PIN and everything. I don't have a phone. So, or they're like, oh, go through like months, the phone company, blah, blah, blah. It's not my phone company, by the way. It's just a place where I took the phone. So I'm like, so I call back the insurance company. I'm like, I don't have any of this. They're like, okay, so you need like the paper number, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know where the heck is the fucking paper. I go back to the place. I get the number of the paper, legums. I don't know how it's in English. And then I call them back and they can make it. I receive the email and I'm like giving all the necessary info. Basically, I needed to block my phone number, which is kind of funny because the police needs my phone, not like my phone number where you call, but like the IBAN. It's like when it's created, each phone has like a number of it, right? And they need that number to like track down the phone to find it, right? Because when my phone was stolen, we were calling it constantly until it was turned off, because maybe, you know, someone found it or something, right? But instead, like, it got turned off and you can still track the phone. So the police needs the number, but I need to block the number, right? Meanwhile, the insurance company needs like this paper from police to know that it's real. So this is like this interesting circle. And the more I thought about it, the more I understood like how much of insurance companies is a scam. Oh, a really new thing, right, guys? But like, honestly, like, it was like such a exhausting experience, and through the whole experience, it felt like they were like, she probably like left the phone somewhere anyway, like it's her fault. Like I felt like I was constantly like, you know, like made fun of, right? Anyway, so I blocked everything I needed. It took a really long time, and the funny thing is that like I have 2 emails. The information comes to like a one email, but I receive it on another email and I don't understand through which email I should send, so I send through one. Next day I receive, like, it takes them a whole day to respond, by the way. So the next day comes and they're like, you used the wrong email, text through the right email. I'm like, okay, so I text to the right email, they still take a whole day to respond. The next day comes and they're like, thank you, it's in the making now. And you know, it took like around like 2 weeks to get the phone. I was like so disconnected from everything and everyone because I couldn't get a phone. Oh, by the way, when I read the whole like information, they said they can cancel the insurance anytime they want. They can cancel it and take my phone back anytime they want. Awesome. Awesome. So I finally got the message that I can go pick up a phone. there was this thing where it's like, please type in, they'd give me a link and they're like, please type in the place you want to receive it and type your number. And I'm like, okay, sure, okay, I'll type my number and I say I'm gonna receive in this place. They're like, awesome, we're gonna call you. I'm like, I don't have a phone. And you might be like, oh, you're stupid, like, they asked you for a phone number, you should know they would call you. How the hell was I supposed to know? They let it know after I typed in everything, like all the number, and then they were like, we're gonna call you through the number. I was just like, maybe they just need my number for like a clarification or something, I don't know. So I'm like, oh my god. But like, okay, after that, the next day I'm gonna go to like the central of the capital of my country. So I go to the capital, right? And I go to the shop and I'm like, hey, I have this situation that like, I typed in the information, I don't have a phone. And the woman that's working there, I don't know what's up with like workers lately, but they're such like, I'm like, hey, you know, I don't have like, you know, I don't have a phone and I type this, but like I have all the documents and everything and I can receive the phone. And they're like, what are we supposed to do if like, you know, you type that phone number, it's like your fault. I'm like, cool. But in the end I got the phone, right? So all was fine. I had to pay a lot of money because I had to pay like the protection money. I don't know, like there was this type of money I have to pay. Then I have to pay for the monthly thing. Then I had to pay for like the protection screen, the phone case, and just a bunch of bullshit. And it cost a lot, and my friend paid for me because I'm unemployed and I didn't know how much money I have on my bank account, because another thing, I forgot my PIN code. So I was like, please friend, help me, like pay for me, right? But even then when I checked my bank account, there wasn't even that a lot of money, so I would not be able to pay it off. That's pretty much it. It's blocked, like nothing got stolen, nothing got like, I changed all my passwords, I changed anything, nothing bad happened. It's just my phone got lost, I don't know. The police hasn't sent me anything back, the Polish police. I gave them the number of the phone so they can track it down, but it's like blocked, so therefore how the hell that could work. And it's just a mess because probably the police is now thinking that like, oh, I lost it on purpose so insurance company could give me the phone. Meanwhile the insurance company, the phone company is like, yeah, she probably like also like, oh, you lost it on purpose or something. So awesome experience. Like it was like so like anxiety ridden, so like horrible. And then I have to deal with this that they're like, oh, she probably did it on purpose, like she doesn't follow her stuff or something. Like it's not a cool experience, guys. But yeah, that's all. But the trip was pretty good. The concert was amazing. I do not regret going, even if bad things happen. I do not regret going. It was an awesome show, and like I loved it. You know, at least something good came from it. So yeah, that was like my story, why I don't have that much new stuff, and explain you how I lost my phone and the trip, you know, story time, whatever. So hope it was at least something interesting, but you know, there's gonna be content coming out. It's just really hard to do it now because I'm sitting home and I don't like to do makeup if I have no reason to do it. Today I was supposed to go out with my friend, but things got cancelled, so here I am. I thought like, why not, right? I'm just unemployed currently. I am trying to find a job, so I don't know, probably gonna be more content and I will update you on my life. So yeah, bye.